What, Jen? Another episode? What's going on? Welcome to Spirit School. Yes, I am trucking through this. It's been so long since I've released episodes, and I'm trying to become more consistent. I know I say that often. I am doing my best because y'all gotta understand something, okay? Please, if you can, be sympathetic towards me when it comes to this. In between all the content I put out at Spirit School, editing and channeling, and not to mention also having to stay afloat in New York City, and also energetically what I'm experiencing from, upgrades of what's going on around me, plus the visions, plus, building Spirit School. It's just all of it. It's a lot. That is to say, I do not want to neglect the podcast because this is where I can speak freely without any limitations, whether that be censorship and whether that be time limit. So I really enjoy being on this podcast. And this is what's how Spirit School was birthed, through my podcast. So it's only right that I continue to be more consistent here, and I'm going to do my best. And I did try to do the live video last time, which worked out well, but I'm not going to front y'all. I'm a little lazy right now. I'm not trying to put the lights up, move shit around. So we're just going to get audio this time. But listen, doesn't matter. You shouldn't care if you need to see me or not. You should be listening to the message anyway. Excuse me. Although I get it, visuals help. And I respect that. So and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I know. So these two episodes at least are gonna be without video. But the next ones I'm gonna do my best. Do my best to have a video behind it. But anyway, if you are listening because you wanted to hear an extended conversation about our cosmic brothers and sisters, welcome. If you came from my Spirit School on TikTok, if you're just randomly clicking on it or whatever, welcome anyway. Hi. It's an exciting time, y'all. It really, really is. And I sound like a broken record by now, but the galactic era that humanity is entering is right around the corner. And I really don't think, and it's not to anyone's fault, but anyone really comprehends what's going to happen here. Like the future is going to be changed forever because of it. I'm still strongly getting, I know timelines can shift, but I'm still strongly getting next year, mid-year to the end of the year, we're going to receive some sort of confirmation, official confirmation that we are not alone, that we've never been alone. I just quoted in my show Ancient Aliens there, which, mind you, I was watching it, and it's just, this is how spirit be spiriting with me. I need to put more of those episodes, clips on my TikTok on Spirit School too, which I'm going to. I don't know why I've stopped, but I'm mentioning because before I even got on this podcast to record this episode, I was watching all different stories, legends from all over the world about cultures that have connected with star beings, know that their origins come from the stars. And from Hawaii, they have a whole day of celebration for the Pleiades star system because they feel they came from the Pleiades. Over in Ireland, there was stories about a group of people, tribes, I forget what they're called, forgive me, but they've also said they've interacted and got their information and weapons and stuff from the help of extraterrestrials in Africa, in Mexico, in Asia, all over the world, you guys. So this is not new knowledge to at least cultures, indigenous cultures. It's just unfortunate that, of course, the powers that were wanted to keep this a secret and scare people into believing that extraterrestrials and seeing UFOs was dangerous and scary, and they had like dangerous agendas against humanity, or on the flip side, made it like it was just a science fiction novel, movie, fantasies, and not real, or make it a joke, make fun of it. And this is all part of the plan, so you all don't remember or realize who and what you are. For many people here, you are from the stars. If you resonate being with the star seed, especially if you're into space, the cosmos, energy, all things esoteric, especially obviously aliens, extraterrestrials, or what they like to be called as interdimensional beings. I like to refer them to as our cosmic brothers and sisters, because that's what they are. But the truth's all being revealed to us now. And I know for some it sounds so ridiculous because of how we've all been programmed to believe that it is. And not only from, Hollywood or the government, but religion. Some religions call them devils, fallen angels, demonic. Like, y'all, to believe, first off, to believe that we are the only species, beings in this entire universe, it is stupid, it is dumb. Do you see how easy it is for fruit flies to grow and form out of nowhere off of bananas after a few days? What makes you think that it is if it's that easy for life to be formed, an organism to be birthed, that something like that is not happening out there? I mean, the ocean alone, okay? We've only explored 10% of the ocean. The amount of life beaming down there, all types of life, okay? Some funky looking things, as there is funky looking ones out there in outer space. It's the same concept. And I've spoken about this time and time again in here, so it's not new to you. But it's just exciting for me. Obviously, of all the interactions I've had, if you follow me at Spirit School or social media in general, my experiences with the GFL, from before it was even a mainstream known thing, almost over 10 years ago, my first experience, and recently all the experiences I've had, which I've shared, it's just exciting that it's all leading to this reunion with our cosmic brothers and sisters. And as you can see, disclosure is here. It is a cosmic decree order that this is done. There are forces, yes, y'all, believe it or not, forces above the government that they have to listen to. And it's not about trying to gain more power. These are benevolent beings from all over the universe that come together to make sure that everyone abides by universal laws to keep this universe in balance. Very high dimensional beings are a part of this Federation of Light. It is very real. It sounds like it can be a sci-fi fantasy notion, but it is not, y'all. It's not. I've seen it myself. Whether you believe me or not, I'm not here to make believers out of you. I'm just speaking from my experience, from what I've seen in my insight. Because I have no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Really, really don't. But from my interactions with them, which I've all documented and shared Spirit School, I mean, they are out there and they're waiting for that moment to connect with us again at a public level. It's a very exciting time for them too, to see humanity. Like watching a baby have its first steps, going from crawling to walking. That excitement. Sounds very juvenile, but that's where we are when it comes to the rest of this universe. Again, not through any fault of our own. Our advancement has been slow here because so much has been hidden from us for power and control, to siphon our energies, to keep us in this slave mentality, survival mode, fight or flight, to appease the low vibrational beings that are here, that have held this planet captive, humanity captive. And so it's now that everything's being exposed in this great awakening, and we are in this 5D frequency, part of Gaia is eventually we are all going to evolve into this 5D, even the ones in the 3D. Yes, it is inevitable where Gaia is headed. This is historic, guys, that we are experiencing the last bit of what humans are going to be before they evolve and really start to advance themselves technologically, spiritually, energetically. Give it another 20 years or so and see what happens here if you're still around. If not, from up there, you can look back, you can still view and see what's going on here. So either way, you're going to see that our relationship with the cosmos, and especially interdimensional beings, no longer going to be some ridiculous joke that people think it is. It is going to be reality. And like I was saying, you're seeing so much of it now. And I've said you're going to see a lot more about the cosmos, a lot more about space, a lot more about, revelation about ETs in the news and headlines for years to come now, and so on. It's more and more is being given to us, information, gradually as it leads up to next year. And then from that point on, it's just going to keep going and going. Right now, it's a gradual process because you got to ease people into it. Can't just outright come out and say, hey, we've been working with aliens. They've been living here. By the way, here is one. Boom. Like, it's going to send people into a panic or shock. You're just not going to do that. This is why it's being done the way it's being done. The GFL has a hand in that too. They know. They're able to see. They're high dimensional beings up there. Benevolent beings assisting with this. This is a very big, big part in human history right now, what's happening. The reunion. Taking our place in the cosmos. Being able to be out there in the space highway with the rest of the universe. And not just think that you have to hop on a fucking airplane and fly hours to get to the other side to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the furthest you go. That's distance. Like, no, y'all can go beyond that, out of Earth. You're gonna see that not only with the moon in a couple of years when we start having our astronauts live there and dwell there, which is what I've seen in my visions with the structures, which again, I'm going to see how that lines up when they start building over there. Because I was seeing, buildings, round structures, even satellites and things like that. Yeah, people thought I was crazy, but then NASA came out and showed their plans, and they are literally going to have people humans inhabiting the moon. When this is all in line, connecting us to our relationship again with ETs, which has been happening since they've been here before we have. Humanity was created. So they've been around, but helping civilizations. They've been doing it since ancient times. And so, they left to give people the space to evolve on their own. And now they're coming back and they're here. And it's time to see how far we've progressed and how much they can help us even more this time around. And I was saying there's going to be so much that comes out that people, even the skeptics, won't be able to deny it anymore. I'm just getting a piece of them's going to go, oh, that little slight nudge feeling within their body is all that needs to be activated for them to remember and to see with clear eyes the truth. It's their choice, of course, but there's just going to be so much that comes out that they're going to start questioning, well, maybe, well, possibly. You're seeing it already with the video that they also tried to block at Spirit School, my TikTok. The one about the moon and, where I talked about people inside the moon, yes. Structures on the moon, yes. And also the Ukrainian researchers, scientists that were able to pick up 20 UFOs the size of Manhattan surrounding the moon. Ukrainian, y'all. And then 2 days ago, China issued a warning of sorts that if any extraterrestrial tries to contact you or you get in contact with one, you need to go and reach out to the United Nations immediately. That's what they said, you guys. This was issued by the government. Okay? I don't know why this is why it's proving that public opinion can be swayed and altered and information can be capped here, because for some reason people believe it's just the US government releasing these documents, these files about UFOs and extraterrestrials. No, it's happening around the world. It's disclosure for this entire planet. Everyone, not just us here. That's a very egotistical, vain thing to even consider, that it's only us getting given this information. No. It is everywhere. All governments have to do this. Not to mention, I also read that, which I spoke about TikTok, or said it at TikTok, that Jack Ozzy Osbourne's son, who has been creating his own paranormal show, he said that an associate close to Trump that he knows said that Trump confirmed that there are extraterrestrials, interdimensional beings in the ocean, which is duh. That they've been down in the ocean for quite some time. Yes. You've heard people's accounts, stories of seeing UFOs enter the water, dive into the water, some without even a splash. I've also tapped into UFOs underneath the water as well. I forget which episode I did that in. I think it was the Lemuria episode. I was seeing and picking up, and I'm seeing it now, like an entryway, a point where these UFOs, they come in to these underwater facilities, and their craft can literally glide through this water and wash off of the craft with no problem. The visibility is super clear. And they enter this, my ears ringing, they enter this sort of gate that lifts, that allows them to enter into these facilities, like as if they're coming from in the air into the water. They travel a lot through water too. They can't be obviously detected down there, which is why they prefer that. Many of them prefer that. The ones that have been here for some time use that a lot. These underwater highways, if you want to call it that. But now that we are in disclosure mode, there's not much need for that unless they choose to. They're now all up in the skies. You're seeing it. People are seeing craft all over the world because it is time and it's okay for them to show themselves, to make you more comfortable. It's like, you know what it is, you guys? It's like when you know, all your life, I hope you can understand this comparison. As a kid, right? You believe Santa Claus is real, right? So you get to a point when you finally realize, wait a minute, Santa Claus isn't real. You hit a certain age, right? You start to mature a bit. It's very similar to that. So it's kind of like you are learning that, whoa, wait a minute. Interdimensional beings and UFOs, they're actually real. And this is what excites a lot of our cosmic brothers and sisters, because they've been waiting to interact with us in that way publicly. For some, they've already been interacting with, but for their own reasons and for your own soul contracts, for those of you out there who've been abducted. For others that haven't, they're ready to connect with you. But there also has to be discernment. Right now, there are benevolent beings that are here to assist and help and connect with us. GFL is making sure of that. So they're being very cautious to make sure no false interactions are happening. And so people don't act on that either. But for the most part, these are all benevolent beings that want to assist you and help you and aid you and bring you into their world. It's like someone being excited to show you their city. You know, you're like a tourist and they're from this place or wherever they are, and they're like, let me show you here, let me show you there. You know what I mean? Just, and your eyes are in awe of all the wonder. It's exactly what's happening or will happen. So it's amazing that we've had the privilege to incarnate here during a time where we're going to be able to witness this. This is part of our future, guys. So if you're not prepared for it, be prepared, because it's happening. Now, will everyone be open to it? Obviously not. That is their choice. But eventually they're going to see that, again, they can't deny it. It's real, and they're missing out by keeping a boundary between them and the possibilities. There's so much to explore, so much to learn, so much advancement that's going to happen here that we've yet to see. It's going to make some heads spin. The same way, the folks older in age, seniors, were alive like during the 30s, the 20s. Could you remember the 1920s or 30s? And now the difference between those amount of years, how much life here has changed, all of the upgrades and the advancement that's happened here, the inventions, all of it. So imagine that times 100. Now with collaborating with our cosmic brothers and sisters, which, mind you, a lot of what we know and do and have here is because of them. If it weren't for them, we would still be trying to freaking make fire from freaking branches, possibly chewing on branches. They've helped us a lot here, y'all. A lot. And it's probably so hard for many to believe, which I'm getting right now, because all that humanity has known is stress, pain, suffering, fight or flight, survival mode, being part of a system, not being actually cared for, loved at a global scale by leaders. That it's hard to believe that there are souls, beings out there that don't have a hidden agenda or motive, that all they want is to help you, have love for you, see you advance and evolve, become the best version of humanity that you can be, and have nothing but good intentions for you. It's very hard for some people to believe that. But the cosmic brothers and sisters that are helping us, the GFL, they are filled with high dimensional beings. The ones that operate in the 6th, 7th dimension, some higher, the divine. When you're at that dimension as a soul, because the higher dimension you go, the closer you are to God's source creator's frequency, which is the frequency of love. Love for all. Love for self. So, this is where the spiritual element comes in, which interdimensional beings know too and honor. So the idea of having hidden agendas when it comes to higher dimensional beings, it's not a thought for many of them. Because they know. I'm just closing my eyes and just receiving information right now. They know that the balance of this universe is dependent on us too. Because we are in direct alignment with the great central sun in the universe. So it becomes a ripple effect what happens here across this universe. It's not just us that's affected by energetic shifts here, especially this big great awakening. It's like a wave, an energetic wave I'm seeing going across this universe. Everyone is shifting, elevating in frequency. So, that is to say, it's about to be really different. Gradually, in time, as more and more is introduced to us. First, the acknowledgement of them. Then, more images and photos, eventually of beings, the ones that look like us first. So it doesn't freak people out. You can't just drop a interdimensional being that looks completely different from what you think or possibly could imagine they look like. Because there are some, I'd say, odd. I want to say it's respectfully. Not odd, because I wouldn't, that would allude to some being weird, but different. Many different looking ones. But the ones that look like us first, for sure. Whether that be they are directly of a specific group of beings that look humanoid, or there are hybrids, but people that you can look at and say, okay, you look human. I could see there's something different about you, but you look human. And they come in all shapes, colors, and sizes, guys, okay? All shapes, colors, and sizes. They come in blue, pink, purple, green, orange, transparent, black, yellow. Some of them look like other races here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's from them, because we've had other species here be placed around Gaia many, 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 many years ago, thousands of years ago. So, you're going to see our origins are more extraterrestrial than you realize. That is probably going to be the next wow factor in all of this, is learning human origins, y'all. How we became what we became. How we got to this point. I know some of us are starseeds, including myself, but I'm just saying we, so collectively you can understand. And you yourself, if you don't already, are going to become very interested in knowing about your star origins and where you originated from and which beings you connect with. And it's funny because these last few weeks, my spirit team and I, we're always connected, but I've mentioned it's a lot about remembrance because of, the Lionsgate portal and Lionsgate in general. But they outright took my hand and sat me down and was like, listen, we know you're from the Leo constellation, but you've been looking at the wrong star system. So I was like, oh, okay. Literally, my tail was between my legs, and I'm like, oh, okay. And there's two reasons why I'm saying that. The first one is because um, many people out there naturally assume that they're part of one of these popular, well-known groups of beings, like the Pleiadians, Arcturians, Lyrans, Syrians, Andromedans, etc. But there are many, many star systems out there and galaxies, guys. Planets. We're just in one solar system, in one galaxy. This universe is ginormous, endless. And I put this on my threads, and someone else responded and said that when she does reading for star seeds, the majority of them, that's true, don't come from these popular star systems that people know. They're like from somewhere else. And I'm saying that's to confirm that true to be with me. So I'm from the Leo constellation. That's confirmed. But I'm not from Regulus. I'm from a star called Alturf. And was it last week? Spirit had me go through a whole deep dive about Alturf and why that is so. And I'll just let you know it's that, well, I was going to say physically, but it's not physically. But so I mentioned before the shaman from the Hopi Nation. She told me I was from a star in the Leo constellation. That was my original star incarnation. That is not necessarily my first incarnation in general. I got that heavily. My first star incarnation was in Alturf, which is the furthest star, the one that's beneath the top one, that's all the way to the right. If you look at the Leo constellation, you'll know what I'm talking about. There are two, which looks like on my arm. If you watched my other video or listened to my other video, I do have the Leo constellation pieces of it on my arm, which is what my spirit team said to look at, I guess. So you can see the structure, the star map of like the Denebola, but then there's two dots there. So the way that I was viewing it, it looked like it was Regulus, and I forget the other one, Algeoba, something like that. But it's actually the two stars that represent Alturf, and I believe the other star is called Leonis or K or something. I'm there. And the reason why they also showed me, confirmed to me this, because they had me just take a look at my chart, my birth chart, and confirming what also the shaman told me, because the day that I was born, the time when I was born, where I was born, is when this star, Alturf, was directly connected to my chart by a couple of degrees. So, and if you're wondering, does that always happen? No, because where you're born, the date you're born, the time you're born, there might not necessarily be something there in your chart. But here they showed me, they're like, no, look, and this combination and where the Alturf star was matched off by a few degrees from my chart. So that was just further confirmation. All I know about Alturf is, from what I've gathered from this information, it was first when I incarnated there, it was a smaller planet, and then it expanded to become a, not, excuse me, not planet, star. Big difference. It was a smaller star, and then it expanded over time. So I incarnated when it was a smaller star. And still very much connected to the lion humanoid family. Very high vibrational there. They operated in the higher dimensions, seventh and eighth. Everything was made of vibration there. Everything in that star system connected with one another. This is why I'm also very connected to sound, because of the resonance, understanding resonance there. Connecting with energies and the heart space. There were also winged lions there, felines. They were very diplomatic, fierce, but gentle at the same time. I'm seeing blue ones and white ones. I'm also seeing ones that don't have a physical form. Some tan ones. But I'm getting it was out of genetics. Very big on strength and courage, diplomacy, integrity, bravery. There's an air of like regalness, elegance. Just carry themselves a certain way. Not out of egotism, because they are high dimensional beings. It's just how they were built. Many incarnated from the angelic realms, incarnated into a vessel. In the angelic realms, it's like a collective consciousness, not individualized. Not all, some incarnated into a vessel. I'm just seeing like a city, but like it's, how I explain this? It's not necessarily made physically. You know what I'm saying? Like buildings and stuff. It was like made of energy. Everyone worked together. Everyone like played a role in keeping the star resonating, vibrating at a certain frequency. If anything was off frequency, they all worked together to fix it immediately if everyone was needed. And I'm getting this is the reason why a lot of a lot of our cosmic brothers and sisters see Gaia and like, damn, yo, why are they warring with each other? Like, don't they know like they're all the same species? It just looks crazy that we're warring in the planet that we all dwell in, because out there in their planets or their star systems, like they all make sure that it's peaceful and copacetic to keep their civilization, their species thriving and alive. Like they don't try to wipe each other out because they know we're all live here. Like why would we do that? Not here, of course. Which is just outrageous. But all what I'm saying, everything in general, you guys, it's all coming back to knowing the truths that we too are extraterrestrial. To ourselves, we're not, but to others out there, yeah, we're another species, another life form. It's just interesting to them because of what we've been put through. I'm saying, like, we are the talk of the universe, you know, of the galaxies. They know about us and what's been done here. So if you can think about it from a cosmic lens, this is how important it was for us to get to where we are now. And for what's to come. Lots of shifts are happening. A lot of changes are happening. Very cosmic, galactic, a lot of that. I keep on saying that, but I'm just constantly just being reminded that it is. It's going to be like, what I'm getting is they're not going to interact with everyone immediately. They are interacting with some. But eventually it's going to get to a point where, you know, people will be able to build a relationship with them. I'm talking about the ones that look like us first. There are others out there like myself that they've connected with that aren't from here, that don't look like us. So that's a different lane, different story. They have their reasons to connect with others. Now, I can't say for some who do connect with them whether they're actually connecting with beings that are on a mission here to assist with this awakening, or they're just connecting with a being that's telepathically reaching out to them. You know what I mean? My experiences are directly with my star family from, you know, the stars and the GFL when they need to reach out to me. So I guess it's going to be pretty cool to see too where this takes me, because there's a reason why, and they know I'm going to relay what happens to you all, 'cause that is the point. So we're going to see this ascension of sorts with me when it comes to that. So that's pretty cool that you all who've been there since day one with my journey, since I've started this, to where I'm going to end up in the years to come when it comes to all of this, is pretty dope as well. And just proof that, this is real. The spiritual realms are real. Cosmic brothers and sisters are real. And they connect with other really high vibrational beings. So, it shouldn't be the purpose for you to want to connect with them and force yourself to shift and evolve. No, you have to want to do it for yourself. And once you get to this point of shedding and you're energetically sensitive and you are really full of light and you're connected deeply with spirit, then you never know. They might connect with you directly. I'm getting, though, that somehow there's going to be some sort of buffering when it comes to some beings that interact with others telepathically, sending messages and whatnot, just so it doesn't cause any confusion. There are, okay, my ears ringing. There are some that are connecting with who they think they are, connecting with beings, but they're not beings, they're just spirits. Big difference. I'm also getting that, you know how people travel to different countries and stuff? Eventually, people are going to be able to travel to space. That's in the future. It's not going to be $10 million like, big cost. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where people can actually travel to space, take a trip. Oh man, the future's looking bright, yo. That's exciting. We're gonna see a lot of ships, and if you have kids, your children, their children, and their children, oh, so on and so on. It's gonna be part of their everyday life, man. I think I said to someone, they were really offended when I said we are entering a very digital, technological era, and they're like, "There's no way it's gonna be. There's no sense of humanity from it." But this is, excuse me, not like you're gonna lose your sense of self, your soul. You can never lose that when it comes to here being, having a life here, as you're incarnating here in that sense, operating in the light. But this is just where we're headed. We have to continue to upgrade here, or we're going to be so behind like we are already. We aren't cavemen in comparison to the rest of the cosmos. So it's about time to catch up. And there's so much more that can be done here to help this planet and help human civilization get further and further and further and further. So be prepared, y'all. It's all coming. You're already seeing it now. So it's pretty dope to see all this information dropping. And I just wanted to speak on that and reaffirm to you that it is happening. And however you want to take it, believe it or not, it's on you. But regardless, you are going to see more news about it. And there's no hidden agenda behind this. This is all orchestrated by higher forces who have the utmost greatest intention for you. Benevolent high dimensional beings. And the pieces of shit here, they did try to do something funky. It's gonna be just so obvious that it's them. Like I said, in this 5D frequency, lies cannot hold. Your spiritual eyes are going to be able to pierce through any deception, lies. Pierce right through that veil and see the truth. So if they can try any dumb shit they want, it's just not going to work. It's not. Don't be fearful. Don't fear. Don't fear. Keep your vibration high. Be open to the possibilities. Don't limit yourself. Don't put a cap on yourself. Don't put a cap on what's possible here. Because everything that sounds impossible is possible. And everything that sounds like make-believe is actually reality. So it's just, again, a matter of adjusting the world to that reality, which is not going to be done overnight. Think about all the routines and things that took you so long to get out of. Relationships or somewhere, something you've been doing all your life, or somewhere you've been working all your life, and you know what I'm saying? And finally making the decision to leave or make change, or, you know, you or move to another country, state, whatever. You know, I'm talking about the adjustment part. It takes time to adjust to the newness. That's all this is right now. But we live in a very, if you want to use the word magical, but limitless universe. And as a multidimensional being, there's so much power in the human vessel, in the human spirit. But this is the last of this dense era of human, though, because as we evolved naturally, physically, we're going to evolve too. Just goes with the territory. So what we look like now is going to look very different in many years to come. Many years. It's just as far off in the future, but this is a stamp in, a check mark, a checkpoint in history here for Gaia and human civilization. So on that note, y'all, I blessed you with 2 episodes tonight. This is going to hold you down, I hope, for a couple weeks. We'll see if I could make one before the month. We'll see. Well, the month's ending already. Dear God, I can't believe it's already September. Try to get one out in September or 2. I'll do my best. But as always, I appreciate y'all for listening. And just be ready for this new era. I know I am. I mean, you know my avatar already. I changed it for a reason. I guess it was a foreshadowing, not knowing this. And everything that would come with it, and my experiences so far, my connections to our cosmic brothers and sisters, and my remembrance. But it all makes sense. Everything, if you're not there yet, it will all make sense to you, everything that's happened in your life. Especially if you are a child of the stars and you're a star seed. One way or another, you're going to put 2 and 2 together. And the rest of the world, the ones that aren't earthlings, are also going to hopefully get to that point too. But without question, the next era is here for humanity, and that is the galactic and cosmic era. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Our cosmic brothers and sisters no longer need to hide from us. hide from where they've been living this whole time, here on this planet too, yes. Some among us as well. They're very happy to be breaking bread with us. Some of them don't eat actual food. You know what I mean. Just being able to be open and speak and talk with one another. Connect. Learn. Teach. Show. Guide. Collaborate. Work together. Somebody asked on my personal TikTok, well, what does that mean? What are they going to do here? They're going to walk among us? What are they going to do? Like, how are things going to change? Yes, they already are. The hybrids are here. Been here. But there are other ones that have been masking themselves here. They might have been your coworker, your neighbor, could be a family member, someone you've dated, could be anybody. But they're going to show themselves. And they're going to help us make life so much easier than what it is. For sure, number one, which I've said constantly, turning our Fisher-Price rockets into those mind-blowing UFOs. Well, I don't say UFOs, crafts that they have. Like, whew. Do y'all understand what kind of freaking jet propulsion, what type of freaking pressure on your body that would feel like to be moving and zigzagging at that speed, making 90-degree turns like that? Mind you, some of them are moving these crafts not through energy, but through telepathy. Yes, y'all. Talking about that advanced. This is what we're missing out on, excuse me. Although there are some crafts here that are hidden by the government, military, that we've had other ETs helping to reverse engineer and assist with building these crafts for us here. But again, it's going to be different because the usage of advancements such as better rockets for exploration, it's a positive reason. It's not to go war with one another, you know? So it's going to be that. It's going to be a lot of frequency medicine. So eventually you're not going to have to pop a pill to get better. If you're not energetically stepping into a pod, which is what I'm seeing, some sort of energetic system that helps to recalibrate your body, or through a practitioner, someone that has that vibration to help really clear it from you, that's going to be able to be sifted out too in the future, because there are a lot of people out there that shouldn't be doing energy healing work because they haven't worked on their energy. But there's going to be that. It's going to be different forms of healing that can be done. You can figure out how to do it on your own too. But again, everyone's different, so some will need assistance. The way we produce food here, food consumption is going to change. The environment, more energy efficient ways of living with less pollution, figuring out ways to coexist with our environment without destroying it. Lots of tech advancement. A lot. I'm just seeing like a future where it's holographic, the screen. Yeah, yo, just literally press a button and it just pops up on your screen, whatever you're trying to figure out and find, get to. It, I'm seeing eventually that the cars are going to be autonomous. There's going to also be, uh, you could fly as well in your own uh, craft vehicle of sorts. This is all in the future. I don't see in the near future, but down the line. So, along those lines, are things that will come from interacting with our cosmic brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm big on vibrational resonance within oneself. People are going to be looking to that a lot. It's as if like before you need to go somewhere, or you know that you're about to do something, like it's like going to get to make sure that your energy, your energetic system's in place. So a lot of attention to your electromagnetic field, the way you would, people now, right, big on going to the gym and making sure physically their body's good. It's going to be a big shift towards energy, making sure your energy is good. That is definitely in this near future. There's going to be different ways you're going to see that you can do that. That's, you already know now, but other methods. So there's a lot that is going to change with their help. They're going to show us a lot, teach us a lot. Big thing before I go. Keeping that connection to source light and not be in separation. Coming back to oneself and staying there and aligned. It's like, you know, some people, they hear when people experience things and they know it bothers them or they're not happy or whatever. And, you know, it's human nature to just deal with it. And, you know, even if you're miserable, whatever, you're just so attached or whatever the issues, emotional issues are, like that's going to be an immediate no for a soul here, human here. Like as soon as that they feel that energy in their system, it's like boom, they're going to go immediately fix it energetically so they can get back in tune. Again, a lot of attention to how your body is vibrating energetically. This thing's over an hour already. Okay, I was trying to get it to like 45 minutes. So, again, y'all, many things that are going to come from our cosmic brothers and sisters here. Also, last final thing, definitely us getting out there in space, exploring space, other planets, other systems, learning about, from a science level too, genetics, DNA, how to rearrange it to keep humanity thriving. I'm also seeing living longer in years as well down the line. It's not going to be capped here at 80 to whatever, 90 for some, longer than that eventually too. So there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of shifts here, a lot of changes. It's going to look very different. Gaia is going to look very different in the future. We're going to become more alien than you expect. Some people think, what now? Impossible. Wait until the future, y'all. Wait until the future. You'll remember what you said, and you can look to the future. You'll be able to, as you move on to a different lifetime and stuff. You come back home, you'll be able to see it. You'll probably be laughing at yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go because it's been over an hour. If you listened to the last episode and you listen to this one now too, thank you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everyone that's been a part of this journey of mine, listening from day one or just joining. And I myself am looking forward to see where this takes me as well. Clearly, there's a reason why everything's connecting for me the way it is now, timeline wise. Even through my difficult journey to transformation, coming on the other side to be doing this now, connecting with our cosmic brothers and sisters in this way again. And it's just, I'm really, I can't wait to see where this takes me and how I am playing a part in all of this. But as long as you keep riding with me, you'll be able to see that. All right. Oh, 12:34 on the clock right now. On that note, everything's happening the way it's supposed to be. Everything's happening in order, and we are good to go. All right, y'all? I'll catch you on the next episode. Love and light. Peace.